What is a minor thing that infuriates you when eating at a restaurant? When the music is so loud I have to shout at my partner just to have conversation. Waiting a long time for the bill. I just want to pay and leave. Cold, impossible to spread butter. A wobbly table. Went to a restaurant with booth seating and the table was just a bit too far from the benches. I barely remember the quality of the food because I just remember being annoyed at how awkward it was eating there. No freaking prices on the menu. When the menus are slightly sticky. Edit, this is actually bringing a smile to my face. Thanks for the upvotes guys. Not knowing if I'm supposed to pay at the table or at the counter. Corollary, the bill being slow to arrive. If we are drinking booze, then I understand, but if we're not drinking, there's no reason to slow walk the check. When there's so much stuff on the table that you don't have room for your plate comfortably. I don't need a dessert menu, drink menu, regular menu, basket of bread, salt and pepper, condiments, menu of the day's specials, silverware, candles, whatever else on a two-person table. I can't move. When someone in your party has to complain about everything, and additionally make everyone else feel uncomfortable or embarrassed. I get that you expect to have a good experience when you go to a restaurant, but if you have poor service or an issue with the food you ordered, be polite and patient about it. You'll get a better outcome from the staff when they try to fix it. If I order an appetizer and it comes out a minute before the entree, or at the same time, or worst, after. When it's too dark to see what you're eating, but maybe in some restaurants that's the whole point. When there's a wet rag smell on the tables. No drink refill until I'm down to my last forkful of food. I know this is a complaint thread, but major props to servers who drop by to give random refills when people order spicy food, knowing they'll need to extinguish the flame. Waiters walking up and bothering you every 2 minutes, asking how things are or trying to start conversations while you have a mouthful of food. After traveling overseas I was entranced by Korea where every table has a button, you push it and the waiter comes. Other than that they completely leave you alone. Every restaurant in America needs these. I don't mind waiting when it's a busy night, but it gets under my skin when people walk in and ask for a wait time then get all mad at the person like it's their fault. No, you came in at 8 on a Saturday night and no matter where you go there will be a wait. When kids are running round shouting and playing. I don't know why parents let their kids do that, but I'd have got roasted by my mum if I even thought about being that much of a nuisance. Edit, RIP my inbox. Seating that I obscured from the waiting staff view. They either forget you exist or compensate by asking you 12 times during dinner if the food is okay. Parents shoving a phone or tablet at their kids with no headphones, so now we all have to hear some stupid kid show or song. Loud live music to the point where everyone is just yelling so the music gets louder and everyone gets louder and it just doesn't stop. Help me. Parents who ignore their disruptive children. Just because you've learned to tune it out doesn't mean you have to ruin the meal of the rest of us. I don't mind if you have to Instagram your meal. But shut the damn flash off, especially if you're going to need about 30 practice photos first. When the restaurant is very quiet and manager is oblivious to your social cues and just won't stop talking to you and just let you enjoy your meal. I like a bit of banter just as much as the next person, but if you come to a restaurant with your other half to spend some quality time, there is a limit. To be fair, this has only been extreme enough to be annoying to me on one occasion. I had a waiter judge me for ordering a medium rare burger. He then told me how unhealthy it was to eat red meat. Dude, you work at Ruby Tuesdays. I'm eating at Ruby Tuesdays. Do you think I want a meal that's going to add 10 years to my life? I don't eat out, yo, eat healthy. I eat out because I want to enjoy myself. Everything in moderation. He also asked us to tip generously. Well, frick that guy. Having a ridiculously loud table nearby. If you all turned it down 14 notches, you'd be able to hear each other and the rest of the restaurant wouldn't. Long gaps between courses. Someone at my table eating noisily. Bonus points if they have their mouth open. Shitty knives. I was at the Weber Grill and ordered a steak and it was delicious, however the steak knives they had might as well have been a butter knife. It just made my initial impression of the tenderness/toughness of the steak all wrong. It happens all the time too. I'm just so used to easily slicing into a steak or any other meat at home with nice knives that when the knife is tearing the meat more than slicing it, it just feels off, like it's a lower quality cut that I'm paying 3x the cost of what I do at home. I've honestly debated bringing in my own knife to places like that, but I don't want to be that guy. It's because people steal the knives if they're halfway decent. All I can say is, we want plates. Have a restaurant here in my town that is always crowded and usually has a wait to be seated. Apparently the owner lost it the other day because people were standing around waiting to be seated because they have no bar area or a place to sit while waiting for their table. He started yelling at the customers to get out of the way and go wait in their cars. If you are yelling at me and basically telling me to go sit in my car, then I'm leaving and not coming back. I just want control over the pepper grinder, instead of having someone come and pepper my food for me. I won't frick it up if I do it myself, honestly. When the restaurant is almost empty and they seat us at a table 6 inches from the only other occupied table in that section. When the server tries to memorize the order to impress everybody, they never get it right. Seeing people click their fingers or whistle at a waiter to get their attention. They're humans trying to do their jobs, not animals. A simple "excuse me" or "hi, can we have some help please?" will suffice. When people let their children run around the restaurant. Not only is it annoying, but your child could get seriously injured by hot coffee, heavy plates, etc. A menu that has too many options. Looking at you, Cheesecake Factory. The sensory pollution. Most places now have multiple TVs and a loud radio going, as if they anticipate all their customers are eating alone and can't live 1 hour without being bombarded by noise. Let me preface this by saying I live in Florida. I hate how the retirees ruin the service in restaurants around retirement areas. The restaurant will start out okay, but the continuous flow of crabby, cheap old people will run out any good wait staff and they will all be replaced by second stringers who can't hack it elsewhere. So, in certain areas, the service sucks everywhere. When you order something with shrimp in it, like a pasta with sauce, and the shrimp still have the tails on them. When the tables are incredibly close together. My boyfriend and I will go somewhere else if we have to be seated at a two-top that's nearly touching elbows with the other table. Buy orange juice and the waitress comes by and asks, "Would you like some more?" And I say yes at least 3 different times. I get the bill and find out that refills aren't free. Edit, spelling is hard. Edit 2.1, I think people are missing the focus on the story. The fact they didn't tell me it wasn't a free refill when asking if I wanted some more, and no, it wasn't on the menu. Edit 3, okay, I get it, a lot of people never been to a place that has free refills on juice, but no need to insulting. Edit 4, I know it wasn't fresh squeezed, it was Minute Maid or Tropicana. Nor I wouldn't expect freshly squeezed OJ to come with free refills. I really don't like it when the server crouches down next to the table so we're all at the same level. I used to wait tables and I get it, this is an ingratiating technique, better tips, etc. I hate it, never did it. I like looking up to order, I don't like this fake ass hey guys I'm part of your group bullshit. Edit, I wouldn't mind if it was loud in the place or if they just said they wanted to hear better. When I was a server I sometimes had to get closer than usual or crouch to hear. And apparently there are places that require servers to do this. Frown, I am referring to servers who make it their style to make it seem like they are sitting with you, or even worse, below table level. They will sometimes put their elbows on table and lean heavily, which is also kinda rude for some people. I dunno, I just don't like it. It feels really awkward, like why is there a stranger sitting with me?